The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
3, 2, 1.
So I'm waxing down me board this arvo, and I realise I haven't even thought about
hotels.
Chickens, I've been knitting doilies all bloody day. It's high time I catch up on.
Say hey, hotels.
Well, everyone's agreed to drop everything because it's 3 o'clock. And Hamish and Andy have declared today's topic is...
hotels.
This is Hamish and Andy's Happy Hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and I...
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Hamish and I are here and ready to drive you home.
We've decided to get rid of the Hamish and Andy brand name. It wasn't working and it wasn't catching on. From now on, it will either be Hamish and I or myself and Andy, depending on which of us says it.
I think in all the years I've done that, never come out of the top and gone, Hamish and I are driving you home. Don't know why today it felt right, but it's happened, Ham.
It's because your brain is telling you that you've reached a spot in Australian entertainment history where people just hear the voice and they know who it is. You don't need Bert Newton to say Bert Newton. You don't need Warwick Capper to say Warwick Capper.
Oh, yes,
and now the third king of entertainment joins those two on the pedestal.
It is Hamish and Andy driving you home, everyone. And for another happy hour, I should point out, it is about hotels today. We always start with the topic as a kick-off point. How's this? In 1992, Italian police arrested a man for stealing something from a hotel. What do you reckon it was?
The fountain.
17,000 of them he stole.
He stole what?
17,000 of them from a hotel.
Soaps?
Yes.
17,000 soaps.
He stole 17,000.
That's not a one-by-one crime, is it?
No.
You found the storeroom. Because sometimes if you've ever stayed at a hotel, if you're walking along the hallway and you see that cart, Ando and I on Gap Year are absolute fiends for just looting it.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm walking down a hotel hallway, to me, it's basically like a riot situation where law and order's out the window.
Yeah.
I'll seize that thing like it's the last piece of... It's the last merchandise on earth.
But the thing is, he wouldn't have had 17,000 on hand there.
No, he's planned it.
He's planned it, yeah.
How do you get rid of... Like, where's the profit in the soap?
I don't know whether he's selling them back to the hotel.
Yeah. Hello, is that the Langham? I have something that might interest you.
It's the happy hour, Hamish and Andy.
Ando, an incredible document. Sorry, it's found its way to me. That's why I'm choking up here with tears.
Yep.
And now I'm choking up with happiness because it is a great document.
Could be tears of happiness.
It's from a lady called Jennifer Havens, and I like to think of it as the sacred scrolls of Jennifer Havens. She has worked in hotels.
Is she about to reveal us anything?
What do you want to know?
Well, did she work at hotels?
She's got it's broken up into 2 scrolls.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in email form, but again, there's so much detail in this. It is like finding the Dead Sea Scrolls. One side of the fence we have guests. The other side we've got stuff, things she's seen, quirky stuff she's seen happen,
and from working in hotels. Now, would she have wanted us not to mention her full name?
I don't know if she's in the biz anymore because it comes with no warnings of secrecy.
Cool. All right.
She's been spat on by a guest.
Really?
And told to go back where she came from.
Yeah. How many on the guest side of things?
It's sort of a 50-50 split.
Okay, right. Give me 5 guest things.
She's had to ask grown men to put clothes on in the hot tub area as it's for families. So guys that have come down and gone, this is fine.
This is fine. What else?
At one hotel that she worked at, they had sort of, I think this is standard from most places you work at, out the back they had the best complaints ever fielded at the front desk. Okay?
Yeah.
The best one comes from someone who didn't even stay at the hotel, a lady who stayed at the hotel. She'd met a guy at one of the bars in town and had gone back to the hotel that one night.
Yep, so she stayed the night there but wasn't paying.
She wasn't a guest. She hadn't paid. A few months later, she tried contacting the hotel because she needed to get that guy's information because she had fallen pregnant and she wanted to track this guy down. The hotel kept saying to her, look, we understand your predicament, but we can't give out guests' details. And she then proceeded to lodge a number of complaints against the hotel because it wouldn't reveal to her who this guy was.
What about inside enemy lines here? What about hotel?
She said a lot of the time her co-workers would take naps while working night shifts in one of the unrented rooms.
That's good.
This is verbatim. I know of a co-worker who pooed in the head chef's boat.
What do you mean?
I guess the head chef had a boat. And then, or like maybe it was like a nautical hotel.
Okay,
Or or it was moored up outside.
More of an off-campus thing.
And the guy's gone and, just a lot of the time people would just sign in and then go up to the hot tub area or out to the whatever hotel this was she worked in that had this hot tub.
Yeah.
It seemed like a real hotbed of activity because, staff would just clock on and then go and put their boardies on and hop in the hot tub.
Why put your boardies on? Oh, well, we covered that off in Rules with Guests, didn't we? That you had to wear boardies.
Yeah, well, that's how you know that you're a guest. And then the last one is one of the hotels she worked at. One of the employees disappeared because he got bored. There was a manhunt for him. It was in the Rockies. They thought he'd been eaten by a bear, and he showed up on the other side of the country because he said he got bored one day and wanted to go back home and didn't tell anyone. Didn't tell work. Didn't tell his family. Just crossed country and then popped up on the other side of Canada.
Maybe we should be working more in hotels. It sounds a lot more fun happening on.
Yeah, it seems to be one of those great workplaces where you can just nap like willy-nilly.
Mm-hmm.
Like that seems, from what I can gather, the biggest advantage is you can just have...
Is there anything in there about employees hooking up?
There are several things I can't read, but I can scoot them over to you. I can show them to
Thank
you.
you.
Off the laptop.
That'd be great.
About half of it is that stuff.
During this song, that'd be great. It's happy hour.
Definitely don't go in this hot tub, wherever this hotel is. If you're ever in Canada, never go in a hot tub.
Hotels for us, when you look back at it.
Yeah.
The first time I ever had to book was for Schoolies.
Oh, mate. It was just a huge moment in a young man's life.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And obviously you need to save your dollars. And
all year.
All year.
It's a full time. Mate, now people are booking... Do you know that I saw an ad on TV the other day? They're booking for next year.
What do you mean?
Like if you were thinking of going on Schoolies this year, forget about it. You missed it by a year. The ad on TV at the moment, I had to rewind
Book for
and double check.
2015.
2015 is what people are booking for now.
You wouldn't be old enough to know what the hell you were...
It's like a fair percentage of your life away. If you're only like 16 or 17, asking someone to book for 2 years in advance, that's another eighth of your life.
And for most female groups growing up at school...
you might change friends several times. Probably change schools before the end of next year.
What if we called a hotel now? I mean, I just don't know how you go about booking for 2015. I could imagine myself being that nervous.
Take us back. Why don't you give one a call here? And I think the goal should be you've got to be you're the most timid guy that you can summon.
Yep.
Okay.
And see if we can get a rock.
See if you can book it for 2015. see if you can work a few angles.
Do you have a hotel, Jacko?
Yeah. Here we go. It's called the Mantra Legends Hotel.
Legends. Jeez.
So they remember our trip.
They renamed it after you left.
They called me the Mantra.
Welcome to Mantra Reservations. This is Jade.
Oh, hi. My name's Damien Hodgkinson, and I was just hoping to inquire about a hotel room for Schoolies in 2015.
Yep, sure. Unfortunately, we don't offer Schoolies prices or anything like that through us,
okay.
just because with Schoolies it's all done through the website.
Sure. How much is a room a night?
We don't know, sorry. We don't have prices up yet.
Okay. And how many people can you fit in a room?
Which property are we actually looking at?
Just the Gold Coast one?
We've got about 20 that are all Schoolies hotels, sorry.
Oh.
You can find all the information on schoolies.com.
Which one would you recommend?
A lot of them stay at the Manchester Circle and Cavill, which is a nice property.
I'm just doing this on behalf of my friends to get some ideas. So,
a lot of the break frees are a bit cheaper though, so it sort of depends on how much they want to spend also. And they've all got like one bedroom apartments, 2 bedrooms, and there are some with 3 bedrooms, which will sleep 6 and obviously cut the cost.
So when do they do the checks?
When they check in, pretty much.
So like, it doesn't have a daily check or anything?
No. If they've got friends in the room, it doesn't matter. As long as they keep it's only for sleeping, and obviously if there's noise complaints, they will get, they'll get warnings and stuff.
Yeah, great. And if one of us is to bring a girl back, does the girl have to pay?
Is she sleeping there the night? I don't know.
She might.
Yeah, it depends on how many people are in the room.
Well, it's probably more likely Dave. He tends to pick up more. But if he... So if he brings one back, would we get charged? Would the whole group get charged for an extra girl?
Oh, it depends if the hotel see her walk in.
So Dave would have to sneak her in.
Probably.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. And my mate Dylan's nearly 18, but isn't. But he won't be drinking.
That's fine. You just best to get on schoolies.com for them, though. Like, I can't help. I can only tell you what website to go on.
So would it be fine for him to have one drink?
Well, that's not up to me. It's up to you guys.
Does anyone check?
No, I don't know. I'm not a schoolies. I don't know how it works.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there like a cool section, like where hip people hang out?
Whereabouts, in Surface or at the hotel?
The hotel?
Not really.
Okay. Well, could we put on our form that we'd like to be in the cool section?
Yes, you can do that. Okay. But I don't know if they can tell which kids are cool and which aren't cool.
Right. All right. Thank you very much.
That's okay. Thanks for your call.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. There you go.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that was Damien. I think that was Andy Lee circa 1998. Where's the cool section?
Where's the cool section?
And you and I actually did go to school together. Cool section was over at our place.
No, it wasn't. You weren't even 18 and didn't go out.
Yeah, should have come over to me with a freshly shaved mullet and third-degree sunburn, confined to the apartment playing Nintendo the whole day.
It's the happy hour. People are keen listeners to the show. We thank you, but also you will be bored during this section as we recap. Haim, you and I gave out the People's Scholarship. It was awarded to a young man called Nathan who needed extra inspiration for his education. He was studying psychology at the University of Wollongong.
He needed a light at the end of the tunnel for his studies, Ando. He was wavering as to whether or not he'd keep going. We said, do keep going, mate. And if you can get in the first semester of this year an 80% average in psychology, you will get a gold-coloured watch, and you can flaunt that to any professors you've got at the university that might have a Nobel Prize or whatever, because it's a better award.
And that was the carrot for him. That's excitement. And we thought, let's add a bit of stick. We thought, if you fail here, Nathan, we're going to have to send a gold-coloured watch to Tony Barber, the show's nemesis. As it turns out, Nathan's going to get nowhere near an 80% average. He's barely passing.
Yeah, it's sort of, to use Sale of the Century as an analogy, it's sort of like, do you win? If you don't win the showcase, the showcase goes to you. Arch rival from primary school.
Yeah, exactly.
Travis Farping can get you big screen TV.
So we were chatting to Nathan yesterday about how we solve this, Ham. And we thought the best way to solve this and to punish him is to trick him. What we're going to do, we have to speak to Nathan, everyone. Yeah. But
he can't hear this bit.
He can't hear this bit. The idea being, we're going to chat to him and say it's bad news. We didn't want to leave this in your hands, though. We're going to get up your lecturer. His lecturer's name's Peter Leeson. We couldn't get onto Peter Leeson, nor did we want to, because we've got my dad impersonating his lecturer, who's going to tell Nathan that they're going to award him an 80% pass rate for this semester only, for trying. If Nathan doesn't smell a rat...
We'll then say to Nathan, look, you didn't really earn it, so you won't get a watch, but we won't send one to Tony.
If Nathan doesn't smell a rat with that, we'll just let him find out in the podcast, I suppose. But everyone, hats on, because we're about to go...
Everyone stay quiet.
We're about to chat to Nathan now. Nathan, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Nathan, how's it been for you since we had our little chat?
Good. I've had a sleep on it, and I've checked my marks, and after taking into account their weightings, I still actually have over 50% of my marks to still come in.
Yeah, and you reckon you might be able to pull it up?
I might be able to pull it up, yeah.
You might be able to. Nathan, I'm worried about this.
Can you get it into the 80% region?
I might be able to pull it into the mid-70s, which is my target area.
Do you have to get a few 100%, though, to squeeze
No, I don't have to get 100, but I do have to get 70s and 80s.
Well, Nathan, we don't trust you. And your laughter thing seems to let us believe that we shouldn't trust you.
How things have changed since we chatted yesterday, but now you think you might be able to get it.
So, Nath, we thought, what's the best way to go about this, and how can we do some background research? We've rung your university, and joining us on the line is your lecturer. I think he might even be the subject coordinator, Peter Leeson. Is that right? Is that your lecturer, Nathan?
Yes.
He joins us now, the lecturer in psychology at the University of Wollongong. Peter Leeson, thank you very much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Peter,
anything you'd like to say to Peter, Nath?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, well, take it away, Peter. We've had a chat to you. What did you have to say to Nathan?
Well, I'm been filled in by Hamish and Andy about your quest for a gold-coloured watch, and it looks a little bit like you've fallen short of that for some reason or other. Perhaps it's that you haven't studied as well as you could have. I've spoken with the faculty, though, and we're happy to award you an 80% average just for this semester, if that's okay. I know that we don't want to let anyone down, so if that's okay with you, would that work for you?
That's fine with me. That would work very well.
Nathan, are you accepting, even though you didn't earn it, an 80% pass rate?
Yeah, I'll accept that.
How do you feel, Nathan?
I didn't see it coming, I can tell you that.
No, not in anyone.
It's a pretty nice thing. Pretty nice thing of Peter.
Great.
What do you think this? Do you think this would upset other students?
Yeah, Peter. I mean, obviously, as head lecturer there and subject coordinator, do you think this will upset other students?
Well, hopefully they're not listening, so we'll be right in that regard.
Just an old secret squirrel. Nathan, we've got the giggles. Nathan, we've got the giggles because that's my dad.
Sorry, that's Andy's dad.
Sorry, Nathan.
Sorry.
That's all right.
No.
I do actually have Peter as my tutor, so I do know his voice.
Well, I was thinking.
We should have picked another name.
I was thinking this is great evidence that he hasn't gone to uni because he doesn't even know what his lecturer sounds like. Nathan, we've decided
How much you play along with our
under the
game?
rules of if a fake faculty head gives you a fake 80, it does remove the penalty of giving one to Barber.
Yeah, exactly. So we're safe from Barber.
So that's the good news. We're not going to give one to Tony.
That's great news.
It's great. It's
Taking a weight off my shoulders.
We just want you to study with a clean head for the rest of the semester, and we'll probably send you a coaster with Tim Maddox's autograph on it. Recommended retail price, $10.
It's the happy hour, Hamish and Andy. Thanks, Dad. Haim, what's on your dad's list?
Dad has gone to war on something. This occurred to me the other night. He was over at our place for dinner and started having a go at something, and I was surprised to hear him having a go at this because it's a big enemy to take on.
Really?
Computers.
Oh,
it's a huge enemy to take on. And here's the context.
Anyone's computer specifically?
No,
like
just
a brand?
just computers. And I think as you hear this story, you'll realize, like, Dad uses the word computers for any sort of technology as a whole, as if, but in his head, I can tell he thinks it's like an old like desktop 586 like computer, like marching around and it's got a face on the computer and it's got its own personality and it's taking over stuff. This is the context he used it in. He was talking about a guy he knows that used to be a typesetter. Dad was telling a story, back in the 60s or whatever, this guy used to have all the, like at a printing press, he would put all the letters in backwards for when they made the front the newspaper,
which is incredible.
Right.
I mean, that's a long time ago.
So Dad goes, he used to be a typesetter. George used to be a typesetter, and then computers came in and they just took his job. And no one cares about. And Dad said, and they're doing it all over the place, mate. They're doing it, and they're getting guys like this guy George. Dad knows they're getting guys like George, guys that can only just do that one thing.
Yeah,
the computers they come in. And they because the guys like George are the easiest ones to squeeze out and the computers take their jobs first. So, it's the doors busting open and a gang of computers coming in. And Dad's exact quote was, computers come in and take all the low-hanging fruit. They're bastards.
Right. Yeah.
Computers are bastards because they come in, they take the jobs that were just one thing that someone was doing. But I go, Dad, computers aren't just going to come in and take brain surgeons' jobs first up.
No.
Because that's harder than putting the letters in backwards on the printing machine. Computers are just going to do the things that computers can do well, which is one task over and over and over again. He goes, mate, computers will push everyone around, and no one stands up to computers. He goes,
it's about time we should have.
He goes, for example, he goes, mate, if you want, he goes, I'm going to get you a cover for your phone, right, to stop people being able to steal information from the phone. Something that he's got.
Yeah.
He thinks that people can walk past with scanners and scan your phone and take your information.
He'll give you some kind of cover which he spent too much money
and
for.
He goes, I'll get you a cover from the market. He goes, I'll get you a cover from the market. It costs you $10. He goes, a computer would charge you $15. So now anything sold on the internet is actually a computer selling it to you and they're laughing at you because they're computers and they're smarter than you and they're taking their clip. The computer will charge you 15. So now in Dad's world, you go to a market to get things wholesale. Yeah. It's like the reverse of what internet purchasing really is. Everyone's like, oh, e-commerce, you get it for cheaper online. No. It's like, don't buy it off a computer. Yeah. Computer will charge you $15. Go to someone you know, buy it off a human. They're not going to have computer tax.
Hey, during our discussion on hotels, that was the topic today, we've realised a lot of people have a penchant for playing pranks on the hotel when they leave the hotel room.
Seems to be quite an attractive idea where you go, I'm going to stay at this place and then for whatever reason, I'm going to pull a stunt that I won't be around to witness. No. It's not on my friend or anything.
So you don't really get the payoff.
I'm going to punk, I guess, an organisation, knowing that I've upset a maid or a manager. Or best case scenario, a lot of the time these pranks are ones that the maid and manager doesn't find.
No.
And then it's the next guest that opens up. You know, for example, we rewrapped the soap and stuck it back together perfectly and inside was just black ink.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. And you know that someone's had a moment of surprise, gotcha, and you're long gone.
Exactly. You don't quite get the payoff.
It's a funny category. It's not like doing it to a housemate or something where you can barge in and go, ha, 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 nice chest, inky.
Jake might be able to explain a bit more about it because, Jake, you've had a penchant for a bit of a hotel hijinks.
How you going, boys?
Yeah, really
good,
well,
Jake.
mate.
Have you done a prank in a hotel, or do you just want to do a prank in a hotel?
No, I've done a few pranks in hotels before.
Okay, yeah, right.
Thank you for joining us. Can you reveal any of those pranks?
Yeah, well, the thing I like to do is when I leave on the departure is turn a few things upside down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cups?
Yeah.
Like what kind of things specifically?
I've turned microwaves, I've turned fridges.
You've turned a fridge up? Oh, bar fridge.
Yeah, little bar fridge.
Yeah, right. So you wouldn't, is the goal here that people don't notice it's been turned upside down?
Yeah, pretty much. Like you could go in there and turn a DVD player upside down or a TV upside down, and they only realise when you'll switch it on or have a look at it.
Yeah,
and so
like bed, for example, people would notice straight away.
I like the idea of the DVD player, but Jake, what?
I like it too, and then I go, why do I like it? Because it's just annoying the next guest.
Is that what it is, Jake? What satisfaction do you get out of the outcome, even though you're not there for it?
I don't know. It's just really funny to do it. And I sort of think about it and you think, well, I wonder what would happen if I came in here and saw the same thing. I'd probably get a laugh out of it.
Yeah. What's joy to the next guest?
What's the holy grail? What's the thing that you haven't turned upside down yet, but you would one day love to?
Oh, I don't know. The whole room, I guess, come in there and the whole room upside down.
I mean, with unlimited budget and time, that is everyone's fantasy, isn't it?
Jake, thank you very much. Sam's also into this,
Sam, what's your hotel prank?
Well, I haven't done it yet, but I want to wrap up a lot of pillows in some sheets and look like I left a dead body behind.
Okay.
Something for lost and found.
So do you use rope to wrap around the sheets, or is the sheet just the total encasing of the dead body?
It's just over, sort of encases it.
Okay. And is it?
But the rope is for the pillows, just to
strap them together.
Okay, so you strap them together.
Yeah.
Then you've got the sheet and the sheet. Masking tape. And is the sheet wrapped around like a body bag, or is it just a sheet laid over a person?
No, wrapped around.
Wrapped around.
Okay, so
you're not walking on a crime scene. You're walking on a wrapped up dead body.
And Sam, what kind of response are you hoping for this?
Oh, it's just going to be really funny for the next person.
I don't think it is. Is it funny?
Try this, Ham.
Funny for the maid, or funny for the person seeing the maid going, ha ha, waited. Get sucked in by what you thought was a dead body?
Oh, yeah, both.
How about, well, if say we do try this.
We'll go get someone.
Yeah.
And then it'll be all funny for everyone that...
Yeah, they've got us again with a watermelon and some shoes. Say we did this. What if we can't do it today, but what if we came in tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
What if we did it here and at work and we got Grumpy Dave? Like if we put it in our boss's office.
I've been trying to do it to my Grumpy Dave at home as well.
All right. You
guys need to let me know how it goes.
Okay.
We've got the grumpiest Dave in town, so this should crack him.
So we get 4 pillows?
4 pillows,
watermelon,
pair of shoes, watermelon, string.
And sheet. And
tomorrow morning.
We put it in Grumpy Dave's office tomorrow morning.
Corpse up his office.
Yeah.
And we call him and go, what's up, mate? Why have you got a dead body in your office?
Okay. Sam,
would that work, Sam?
Yeah, but is there usually a sheet in his office?
All right, so we have to wrap him in something that...
I don't think that's the thing that's going to bother him.
Garbage bag.
All right, you want us to garbage bag this body?
I don't know. Hotel works with sheets, so maybe a garbage bag for an office.
For an office. All right, great, Sam.
Okay, no worries.
We will do the prank.
We'll call you back, Sam. We'll call you back. We'll have you on the line for when we reveal to Dave and we'll just see if it works.
Because it's all we've got time for today, Ham.
Because I know he won't be expecting a dead body in his office, but neither are maids, generally.
HamishNetty.com for anything you may have missed. The podcast is there as well. But we'll catch you tomorrow where we'll reveal to you the results of this amazing...
We might hear Dave just scream and confess to a murder we did not commit it.
It's the happy hour.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.